Good day, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? I'm all right. Considering I don't think I've slept really in 48 hours. This insomnia thing is killing me, man. It's like killing me. But I'm looking into new ways to deal with it. More meditative ways. So we'll see where that heads. Anyway. Right now, it's fucking time for some of that Copenhagen. You know what I mean? Southern blend. Put the South in your mouth. Oh yeah. I'm in a fucking crazy weird mood, man. I packed that really nice. That's a nice pack job there. Yeah. Thing I remember about this Copenhagen is, excuse me. Something about Copenhagen dip, man. Like, it's so old school. You know what I mean? I was talking, I caught wind that the dip goddess is shining upon me again soon. So I'm very grateful for that. Because I'm almost out of dip. This is pretty much it. I got a pinch of Stoker's left that I'm just kind of sniffing every now and then. Because it's so good. But, anyhow, I think I'll be able to scrounge up enough money for a can of dip in the meantime, so I'm all good. But I'm thinking about Copenhagen snuff a lot lately. The old school kind of dip we used to steal from my buddy's dad and just do it till we puked or whatever, you know. It was either that or Skoal fine cut wintergreen. Copenhagen snuff or Skoal fine cut wintergreen. Skoal fine cut wintergreen's a touch less fine cut. Like Copenhagen snuff is literally like the grains are like sand. They're just like little. It's like if it was dry, you could sniff it like nasal snuff. It's like it truly is what snuff is. You know what I mean? Long cut snuff, you know, and even like they call this long cut, but this is more of a mid cut. You know what I mean? It's kind of half and half. The Skoal is always a good, consistent long cut. I gotta say, people bomb on Skoal all the time. Skoal is probably my all-time favorite company. Well, Skoal and Copenhagen, they're the same company. They're just different products in the line, you know. But yeah, I've always been a Skoal fan myself. I just dig the peppermint, and I dig their wintergreen and the fine cut wintergreen and the cherry and the peach and all the fucking skittly rainbow colors. I love that shit, you know. But I also like the old school hardcore shit, you know, like the Copenhagen stuff. I mean, I was thinking, okay, so if I can afford to get a can of snuff somewhere between now and when the dip goddess shines upon me, I think I'm going to buy a can of Copenhagen snuff. Just because it's on my mind. And I find when that kind of shit gets on my mind, I just got to try to deal with it. But it's just such a different experience dipping than long cut, like that Stoker. It's like Bobby Stoker's, like, like you can pinch half the can in one pinch without even packing it. Like, it's so long cut, that's what's the beauty of it. It's just it makes it so good, and easy to deal with. There's a kind that I've never tried before called Gold River, I think it's called. It's kind of rare. Comes in a blue can. And basically, from what I gather, it's like chewing tobacco in snuff form. If you know the difference, like if you've ever chewed tobacco and you've dipped snuff, they're very different experiences. Snuff is a much more pungent, kind of strong. You get a real quick buzz off it. It's a different experience than chewing tobacco. Chewing tobacco is really low in nicotine. Like, if you catch a buzz off it, it's probably your fucking first week of doing it. You know what I mean? But chewing like the Red Man or the Levi Garrett or the Beech Nut or whatever. We used to get some of that in the States back when I was a kid. Get some of that Beech Nut. I like that stuff, the Beech Nut wintergreen. That was kind of cool. You don't usually find wintergreen chewing tobacco. It's usually pretty much every chewing tobacco user, people who have used chewing tobacco that I know or have contacted with, say that all chewing tobaccos pretty much taste the same. There's slight differences here and there, but they all taste the same, and that taste is like raisins. And I swear to God, you rip open a bag of Red Man, and it's like opening up a bag of sun-made Sultana raisins, But chewing tobacco, it's funny, Red Man makes dip as well. I've never had it, but I've heard mixed reviews about it. Some people really like it, some people really hate it, but I always say don't bandwagon, try it, and if you like it, then you should do it. My opinion on Skull Berry completely changed in the last little while because I tried it again. I hadn't tried it since 1997, I guess, when it first came out, and I didn't like it at all. But I was dipping a lot of the old school shit back then, like the fine cut wintergreen and shit like that, and I didn't like it at all. And then I got some in a package, and I've gotten 2 cans in a package so far, and I've enjoyed it incredibly. It tastes like, people always hate on it because it tastes like Robitussin or cough syrup or whatever, but I drink this stuff to help me sleep called Z-Quil, and it's like this purple shit. Like, I swear if you threw a little codeine in it and, you mix it up with Sprite, you got like a nice glass of lean, you know what I mean? Like purple drank, But Skull Berry tastes like purple drank, man. And hey, man, I'm no mud and truck raising rednecky guy, I'm a city boy, and a city boy in cottage country now, but I got nobody to impress. Nobody fucking dips with me. I don't fucking care. I'll dip anything, But yeah, I've had the dip god has shone incredibly large on me and sent me a vast array of types of snuff, and I appreciate every single pinch I take. I'm grateful for it, and thank you very much. And Dan mailed me a can of Copenhagen Wintergreen, which is like top fucking notch wintergreen snuff. Like I have like I don't know. I think I like Stoker's the best because of the cut. But I'd have a real hard time picking between Skoal and Copenhagen on the wintergreen, like because I don't know, they're both just so good to me. People don't like the Skoal kind because they say it tastes like Pepto Bismol, but I don't agree with that at all. I think it's really good, and be it the long cut or the fine cut, the fine cut does taste different, but they're both good. But the Copenhagen Wintergreen is like top fucking notch dip, like so good, unbelievably good, and I fucking dumped more than half the can on my. I never do shit like that on the floor, and my floor where I dumped it I haven't vacuumed that area in a while, and it's got a lot of cat hair and like crap, bits of ramen noodle, shit like that. I can't, be putting that in my dip can. It was dirty. So some of it, I got a pinch out of it. Some of it fell on a book that was clean, a book that my kids gave me, and that I got by my little reading table here, and so I got a good last pinch out of that. But I had this video has gone on to 12 minutes now, and this is totally not what I expected to talk about. I guess that'll be for another video. I was going to tell you about a near-death experience that I had when I was 17 years old back in Oakville in my skateboarding days. I'm thinking about my crazy skateboarding days a lot, and so you'll probably be hearing about some of them in the near future, if you can dig it. Because I used to be in shape, man. Like I used to be in shape. I skateboarded like 8, 9, 10 hours a day, as much as I could. I was active. I was always fucking working it. I had like the 6-pack abs and the fucking, I still have really strong legs. I'm really glad for that. And I have pretty strong arms, so that's pretty good. But the rest of me is ruined. But I sure had fun when I was a skateboarder, man. Holy fuck. I had a lot of fun doing that. I had a really cool board. I had a couple really cool boards. And a couple of pretty interesting experiences. And a couple certainly near death, like lucky to get out of situations on my skateboard. So next video we'll get to that. This video has been all about having a dip, because that's what I do here in the meth end of town. I sit and I got a nap soon if I can, because I got to pick up my kids from school, and I'm fucking hallucinating. I'm so tired. I've been literally awake for 48 hours. I think I napped for like an hour yesterday afternoon around this time, but fucking tired as fuck, man. But it's all good. We're gonna get in fighting form for the kiddos, because, man, I love my kids, and gotta have fun with the kids. Probably build a fort. Do something cool like that. But until then, until I next see ya, I hope that you're having a great fucking day, a great Thursday. It's rainy, but it's cool, it's nice, and I'm digging it. I'm tired as fuck, but I'm having a great day so far, so I got that going on, eh? Anyhow, I'm going to let you go because this video is going to be too long to publish if I leave it go for 10 more seconds. So Be well, stay free, and I'll see you in the myth end of town later on.